Hello guys, Lucas here, and last video of the season. I know I really haven't made many this season, and that's what I want to get into right now. As you can tell from the title, this looks pretty much going to be an explanation of why this season has just drained me and everything about this season. So, yeah, this season had to be the most emotionally draining and frustrating season for me as a Florida Panthers fan. So much so that I just stopped watching. I stopped watching the games after the road trip. We won 5 and then we lost the next 2. I stopped. I couldn't bring myself to watch this team anymore. I had stuck by the ownership group and the GM and all the moves that they made during the offseason. I thought they were going to be great moves. With the hiring, getting defensemen, puck moving defensemen. So I still think it was a good choice on our part. Honestly, I don't think we would be any better even with Gabranson and Kulikov in the lineup. Other teams that have puck-moving defensemen excel. They do well. Pittsburgh, for example, puck-moving defensemen. They're one of the top teams. You need that puck-moving defenseman that can get in the offensive zone. So again, I'm still on board with those moves. But the Gallant fine. I was behind that, and I'm like, okay, he's made some bonehead moves. Let's get rid of him. And then, Rowe, I really did not think they were going to keep Rowe for as long as they did. I really thought they would have gone out, kept him on for a couple of weeks, and they got an experienced NHL coach. They didn't. And I could probably see why they didn't, because they didn't want to be the laughingstock of the NHL again by, getting 3 coaches in one season. That would be kind of embarrassing. So I can understand where they went with that, but they really probably never should have put Rowe in there to begin with for head coach. And what I saw, what he did with this team, I was dumbfounded. Like, I really was upset. And I think, as much as I said I didn't like doing the videos and, it wasn't fun anymore, in the end, it was a season. It was a season that just drained every bit of passion and love I had for this team. It really did, and I didn't want to admit it. A couple of people pointed out, oh yeah, it's been draining this season, but I really didn't think I was that. I think it was just the beginning. I thought it was just my frustration of not being in the playoffs again, probably missing the playoffs, but It was a season. It was, just coming off of a season where you win the Atlantic Division, 103 points, most franchise's history. We, lose in the first round of the Islanders. Again, it was a learning experience. Again, maybe still make those couple of moves. Not clean house like we did. Move talent from GM to whatever they made him. Thank God he's GM again, as they announced that today. But, and then making Tom Rowe the GM, and again, another inexperienced coach. Now, I do want to get back to the whole Gallant thing. I was wrong to think he should have gone fired. He really didn't have much going with the injuries to start off. Huberdeau, first line, sent out, and he had some couple of other major injuries that had happened. But he was treading water. He was treading water. Yeah, Carolina game, that sucked. You're up 2-0, and then we blow it and lose 3-2. But Gallant was a good coach, and I just think that really unraveled the team. I think the team got unraveled to begin with from the moves. I don't think they were too thrilled about that, to see that we just dismantled everything we had built. That got us those 103 points, and then come in like we just had the worst season in franchise history. So I think that had a negative impact on the team, and it just throughout the season, and towards the tail end, they just didn't seem to care. But anyways, on to other things. But yeah, this season really did drain me, and I lost my passion. I do love doing these videos. I do love them, and I know you guys love seeing them. I love doing them, and I'm sorry. I am truly sorry that I went away from the thing I loved, this team and this channel, and making these videos and having a civil place where fellow Florida Panther fans can engage and interact with each other in a good way, constructive criticism. And that's what I went away from, especially on Twitter and even in these videos. The last couple of videos, I was starting to bash fans. I was starting to just lose that happiness I had for this team. And I really was getting real bad on Twitter. I was bashing people, and especially the non-analytic season seat holder on Twitter. Like, yeah, we don't agree on stuff, but that's not what I started this channel and going on Twitter to do, was to bash people. My goal was to bring fellow Panther fans together, as different as we are. So I'm going to end up by sending a tweet out to him, but I do want to apologize to non-analytics season seat holder on Twitter. I was wrong in bashing you. As much as we may disagree on things, I was wrong, and I shouldn't have done that, and I hope you can find it hard to accept my apology. If not, I fully understand. I do not deserve a forgiveness. But I do want the forgiveness of you guys for abandoning this channel this season. It was just so tough. It was just so tough this season. Like, I just got so upset and angry at this team. So angry at this team. Like, where I was at the point where I was going to become a Bruins fan. That's how angry I was at this team. Like, how do you go from a 103-point season to possibly a top 5 pick in the NHL draft? Like, how? We know how. Tom Rowe. So, hopefully, this team has learned their lesson and let the hockey guys run with things. The analytics, really going all full blown on analytics, really didn't prove anything. It didn't help us at all. Like, okay, analytics, it's a good tool to use, but you can't build a team solely on analytics. In my opinion, and it's not bash on analytics. You can use it as a tool, but in the end, you have to use common sense, to build a team. So, with all this being said, I am back. I'm back 100%. I am behind this team. I've always been behind this team. As much as this season didn't seem I was behind this team, I'm still 100% behind it. And I will be starting making videos again on the regular, having that passion, love for this team, giving constructive criticism, giving a place where we all can interact with the team that we all deeply love, and we are all deeply hurt from this season. We all can agree on that. And I'm going to be more positive more now on Twitter and on here, but give that, again, the constructive, educated criticism when this team does deserve that criticism. I vow not to bash fellow Panther fans anymore. That's something that I think really hurt me as well. Is I lost a lot of friends through Twitter, I believe, and I think I've abandoned a lot of them. And a lot of them were upset from what I had done and how I was acting on Twitter, and I do apologize for that behavior. It was not professional of me or a good look as a diehard Cats fan that, again, wants to bring such positivity and spread the love and gospel of this franchise as much as I do. So, with that being said, everything's being said, back. I'll have videos throughout the off season. Any big things happen. Obviously, I was going to make another video of the Talon signing, but he's back as a GM. Thank God. Ro is just an advisor now, so that's awesome to hear. And it's going to be interesting to see what we do in this offseason. Obviously, we need a new head coach. I really, really hope we go with a experienced NHL coach. We have not had an experienced NHL coach since, Jack Martin. Kevin Dineen really was a rookie coach, but he had a lot of NHL experience. But Jack Martin was the last head coach that we had that was a experienced coach. I really want it. Lindy Ruff's available. I think it'd be great to bring him back into the franchise. He started with us as an assistant coach. I'd love to see him complete a full circle, come back, be a head coach of this team. I always wanted him to be a head coach as well. Again, I never thought he'd become available because he's such a valuable asset. He's done a great job at Buffalo, Dallas, and all that. So hopefully we can sign him. They are in talks signing a rookie, the head coach from Denver. I don't want that. I don't want another young kid rookie coach. I finally want some experience. I think we all can agree on that. So, but yeah, I'm going to close this out, guys. Pretty long video coming in at 12 minutes now. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for those who have stuck through and still stayed subscribed to my channel. Again, I am deeply sorry I abandoned you guys and this channel, but I am back full stride. I'm going to give you some great content during the off season and some great stuff for the 2017-18 season. So can't wait to see you guys for that. So again, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and as always, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video.